Welcome to this Zentangle Quickie. My name is Heather Hartwick Gladden. I'm a certified Zentangle teacher. And today we're going to take a look at the Tangle Retro from Elena Hadzijaneva. I hope I came close. I know I tried to pronounce it once. We did another one of Elena's Tangles, and I think I just said Elena H. So, Elena, if you ever watch this, let me know if I was at least close and give me a pronunciation. Because I think you have a number of other tangles that I saw on Tangle Patterns, and you know, I also just like to know. I like to be right. All right, this is a neat tangle, and it's a border tangle. Although I suppose you could do rows and rows of these if you wanted to. And all right, so I'm going to start off with a curved border, and I did do a modification. I know, surprise, surprise, right? Because I had trouble with the I had trouble with the first step, and so I changed it up a bit. You will find the links to the step outs in the description section. I always do a version of my own and then link to the originator of the tangle, so that way you can see. And I'll just tell you. So Elena had it where it was like a stroke. So we're doing a zigzag, but doing a loop on top, and so it was too much for me to figure out. Okay, well I have to go this way, but then what if I want to go backwards? You know. And so here's what I ended up doing, and it looks. I think it looks the same. And actually, because I'm going to start in the middle, we're going to do a zigzag in the middle. Don't have it touch. Don't have the zig or the zag touching, or leave a little space in between. And I'm going to start sort of in the middle because it's not quite in the middle, is it? So just like this. Let's see. And this one would come down about here. And I like to start, and that would probably be right. I like to start somewhere not right on the edge because I would have trouble figuring out, well, I don't know where that's going to land. So if I start in the center ish, then I can work both ways out to both sides. All right, then, and this is actually thanks to Debbie Monero and her uh, Mahi tangle that we did not too long ago. We did a stroke where we did what looked like the top of a heart shape, right? It was two curved lines next to each other. And then in one of the steps, we did like I'm going to do right here. And we just put a little orb type shape like that. Now, here's what you could do. I was kind of doing this with a take off and land concept. So you could trace over one side, do the little orb, and then trace it up the other side. Or just do an orb. It's okay. This is more of a bit of a tethered or teardroppy type of look, but in the end, guess what? It looks the same. And we're using, elemental strokes, straight lines, orbs, all that. Okay, and then we're going to fill those in. I'm going to leave a little shine part. And this is how I do it. If this is the first time you've seen me do this, I'll do a little orb in where I want the shine. A lot of times I aim to make it bigger than I need it to be because that way I can you know I can make it smaller if I want to. This is just a nice replacement instead of using the white gel. Also, maybe you don't have a white gel pen to put a little shine mark in there. And in any case, you can always follow it up like on this or on a toned paper, and you can follow it up with a white gel pen, and then it doesn't have to compete with the ink. So it just kind of works. And if you can try it. If you don't like it, you can just cover it up. It's okay. All right, next step. I put antidots in parentheses there because antidots is a tangle, and this looks exactly like it. So, and then it makes it easy to do. The one thing, and you know what, honestly, I don't know that it matters so much. I at first had trouble. I was wanting to fill in to the sides, but Elena has us kind of going straight. And I know in my step out, I didn't get it quite big. I'm going to try to quite big enough. I'm going to see if I can make it a little bit bigger. So it's kind of an orb. And so you go one direction, then the other direction, and then the third direction. And we get multiple tries to do this. So 1, 2, 3, and it's a nice, it's a neat tangle. I know I have a video on it, and it's so soothing to do because of this kind of rocking back and forth. And on that tangle, you just kind of you cluster them together, and they look like clams or something. And it's just neat. And then you can decorate them. And let's see. So on this side, well, if I go from this side first, okay, then we'll get it. And let's see, this side, it will start here. 1. There we go. I air draw. Yeah, I could. No one's gonna. Yeah, let's make a third one. Okay. Well, this one I went up the side instead of leaving a little gap. Play with it and see what you like. I don't actually know that it causes any kind of problem if you decide to, fill it up, because the next step we're going to, and let's see, let me really quick. Oh, I guess I can't really quick because I shut the page. Ha! Oh, no, I didn't. Here it is. Oh, no, I guess it doesn't matter. So you could kind of fill that if you want. But here's what we're going to do. Oops. There we go. So we're going to make a nice curved line that kind of goes into a spiral on one side. And up to you how far up you get, towards the top. I probably could have done it a little bit further, but that's where it landed. So then I will have the other one match. And I'll have the other ones, kind of match that. Well, okay, or I won't. The pen is in charge. Let's do one over here. See, there's no such thing as a mistake in Zentangle because the pen's in charge. If the pen does it, the pen knows what it's doing, and there's no such thing as a mistake. The pen is always right. It's my story, and I'm sticking to it. And just on either side, like so, and let's get this end one here. It's so neat looking. It's so ornate. It's really not hard, and I love that. Like I said, it's just very decorative. It's so neat. All right, and that is basically it. Of course, I'm gonna dare say you will probably find ways if you wanted to decorate this up. And let me see. When I was looking, oh yes, at so the link from Tangle Patterns takes you to Elena's Flickr account, and she just has that one picture. If you scroll through, she has some other of her tangles. I know we have done at least one of her other tangles, and wait here. Let's see. There is a sample. But you'll have to, there, and it's in there. Okay, so you just have to scroll through her Flickr account and you'll see one. It's actually, there's one right after the last tangle that's on there, and you will see it. So super neat, and let's see. It doesn't look like she does anything else extra fancy with it, and you know what? Sometimes that's a good thing. I like that. So let's do some shading. I'm going to do the typical shading that I would normally do in a border. And that is, I'm putting some graphite on the inside of those lines. And then just bringing out, creating a gradient, bringing out the graphite, creating a gradient, and working to get rid of that little line that was there. It was being kind of pesky for a minute. There we go. I think I need to make this side a little bit darker. Yes, I do. And just that alone creates a really neat rounding effect. I like it. Now, something else I did was following. Because this is bigger. In my step out, I put some graphite on in the peaks. But looking at Elena's, she put some graphite on just the one side of the little anti-dot. That's what I'm going to call it, because that's what it looks like. And let's see if I had a different tortillon. Okay. Oh, that adds something. And I'm going to come around and of course, obviously it adds something. It adds something. It's so silly. It adds some nice extra dimension to that. Sometimes. Which way? Oh, I was doing it on this. And I just try to be consistent with the side that I put them on. That makes those look a little extra shiny. I like that. And because they're so small, I'm not going to do anything on the other side. Now, if you did them a lot larger, then maybe that's something you do on both sides. Or if you have a way to be a little more precise with the graphite, you could. But I kind of like that. It's neat. Yeah. It's such a cute tangle. And I like that this kind of look like hearts. Last year, I set out to do heart tangles that didn't have the name heart in them. And I think I found a number of them. And so right now, this is essentially day 2 of TA Valentangles, TA for Tangle Addicts, so Tangle Addicts Valentangles. If you go to my website, link is in the description, you will find that in the menu. If you subscribe to my blog there on my website, you'll get the prompts every day, and I do them in the evening. So like I'm doing this is for day 2. So I always do it in the evening, so that way I'm only thinking in my time zone, but that way all of tomorrow people have you can play with it. So so yeah, really neat. And like I said, I like the shape of it anyway, but what grabbed my eye was those heart shapes, and it's very cool. I mean, you could have them meet together too if you wished, like have them go all the way up to the top and then meet. That would be neat as well. So super fun tangle. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, would love to have you click like. Feel free to share it, leave comments, and if you liked it enough to see more, would love to have you be a subscriber to the channel. I really appreciate any and all of those efforts, as it helps the algorithm thing. So also, I mentioned the step outs in the description section and my website. You can also find the classes that I do. I teach almost twice weekly online, and a lot of them are free. Thursday, Tangle Time, always free. It's always on Thursday. I do actually 2 sessions on Thursday, and it's AM and PM my time. Your time zone may differ. If you look at it on my website, I do put a link to World Time Buddy on there, because it's going to show on my time zone, so you'll have to convert it. And I do put, I'm in Michigan, so that way you can convert it. But I also list other ways you can follow me for classes, Eventbrite, Meetup.com, if you happen to be on those. Those are free. You can have an account and follow me, and it's, and that's, free. Free is good. I like free. Or on Facebook, if you happen to be on Facebook, you can like my page, which there's a link for that. And if you want to have fun with a bunch of other Tangle addicts, we would love to have you join us. It's a really fun group, very supportive, and lots of talent, and it's, like I said, it's just absolutely fun. So would love to have you join us there. I will warn you, there are 4 questions/statements 2 are required for entry. And I think that's it for the information that I like to give at the end. So with that, thanks so much for watching, and I wish you happy tangling.